cese la bendecimos, Señor. Jesús y su madre, la Inmaculada, Hazreti María. Saludos reverentes al sello de la profecía. Hazreti Mohammed Mustafa. La ilaha illallah. 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 Illallah. La ilaha 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 illallah. No hay realidad aparte de la única y sola realidad divina, y Muhammad es un siervo y mensajero verdadero de la realidad divina. Mysticism will sacrifice any belief in any moment if reality comes through. We cannot rest in beliefs. This is not a path of beliefs. You start believing some things, but it's not that your beliefs are going to grow or get stronger. It's that your experience is going to replace the beliefs. And that's the difference between a mystic order and a religious group, that a mystic order exists to experience God. When I was 13, living in Puerto Rico, I took communion in the Catholic Church under the Virgen de Guadalupe. I was glad too, but I started being attracted to Halil Gibran, Krishnamurti, Swami Yogananda. Those were the people that were forming me. I didn't have anything clear except that I needed a teacher. And then when I came to New York, that's exactly what I found in Noor.
when you say Allahu Akbar, aren't you like opening yourself completely, your heart and your being completely, like that? You're not covering anything. You're completely open.
I met Sheikh Nur al-Anwar al-Jerrahi, and when I really understood what he was saying, I said to myself, who is saying this? As my heart recognizing the truth of what he was saying and the total attraction to who is saying this. Because, in other words, who is saying this has to be my teacher, because it was a recognition of truth, a flash.
Is a blessing, is abundance, and abundance, and abundance. Most beloved Allah, please exalt.
It was a gift of Allah. That there is no way to feel grateful enough. What that means to one soul, to make that contact. Oh, Illahu. Sheikh Nur made me very aware that men have their way of doing religion. And he didn't like that way that men had. And he said, make space to make seeker and meet with the people. This was the time for women, and that it's good that women come out as spiritual beings and deal directly with the spiritual condition of others. So here, women were given prominent roles, and to my surprise, now I had a Sufi community in Mexico City. Religion is a matter of the heart. When you go to Istanbul, our original tarika order, and the Dervishes perform the Zikrullah, and it's beautiful. You, as a woman, are seated in a mezzanine, as if you were in a theater, and you're going to see others doing something. Las mujeres si pueden venir para acá, por favor, a este círculo. So, of course, we cannot apply that form here. It would be, I don't know, it would be anti-natural to try to copy that form that they have culturally rooted in Istanbul. For them, that's great, probably. But for us, it would be completely forced. In fact, the main thing that distinguishes this Sufi order from other Sufi orders is Jamal, the feminine energy. Empezamos la travesía hacia la esencia divina. Allah knows that we are not Arabic. Allah knows that we are not Turkish. Allah knows that we were not born in an Islamic state. So we don't have to become Arabs, or we don't have to become Turkish, or we don't have to become Arabic speakers. We don't have to copy a model that is not serving the reality of the people involved. This is a matter of the heart. That's exactly what the Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May his presence be enjoying this conversation and blessing it. Is the revelation that guides the human soul, and it has many, many levels and dimensions of truth. The Quran in Islam is the equivalent of Jesus himself in Christianity. The Quran speaks to the murderers, speaks to the saints, it speaks to the mothers, it speaks to the fathers, it speaks to the liars. It speaks to the ones that are in expansion and the ones who are in contraction. You cannot have any other way of relating to the Quran except from where you are. You will never be able to expect that everybody's going to have the same reality. So to discuss these different points of view is seen as the vibrant health of a body of beliefs in which there is a discussion, permanent discussion, and even tensions.
Contigo, en nuestro pecho, en todo momento, tú estás con nosotros.
So in every generation, the Muslim or the Sufi has to make the tradition his own or her own. The same Quran now gets another angle of interpretation according to what these people are living and are experiencing. It's not the same to be in Gaza right now than to be in Mexico City. Hayyul Qayyum Allah, Hayyul Qayyum Allah, Hayyul Qayyum Allah, Hayyul Qayyum Allah. What is God in himself, or what is God in herself? In this order, in this tarika, in this mystical body of dervishes, we aspire to have our own meeting with the hidden treasure. It cannot be said. The hidden treasure has to be discovered. It is not a concept. It is not a philosophy. It is not an idea. Tú sabes, the hidden treasure is the mystery of mysteries. The reason for a Sufi community to exist is to realize the source of being. And that means that when you praise reality, when you breathe and exhale reality, which is Allah, the only reality, you become merged with the energy that is sustaining everything. You lose yourself and find yourself in Allah. According to the sacred Quran, we are only one vast soul. One vast soul. So multiplicity is a facade. Aunque aquí parece un club, se me explicó, aquí parece un pequeño grupito de personas, pero eso es una ilusión. Nosotros ahora mismo no estamos aquí un grupito de personas, sino estamos en la presencia de incontables ángeles y estamos disfrutando del campo de remembranza o de recuerdo de Dios que abre Dios para las almas que lo aman y que lo buscan. So that's what for us is the order, a yes to Allah, a yes to God, and a yes to the life that you have received from God. So we want to make direct conscious contact with God.